is a particularly long plot. As we've said, it's a long plot with a long history, and it stretches all the way from the main road all the way back to where the medieval town wall was. And the long history part of it comes into its origins as a plot in the medieval town, so right back to the 12th and 13th century, and then the different sort of existences it's had since then. So it would have been a medieval plot which would have had maybe gardens and outhouses and things like that in it. We know by the 18th century John Roke drew a map that showed this beautiful laid out garden which probably had shrubs and fruit trees and things like that in it. And we also know, because of looking at the walls down at the end of the garden, that we also know that the people here kept bees, and they had 7 beehives, because there are blocked up in the wall, they're blocked up now, something called bee bowls, which were basically niches that the old straw skeps used to be kept in. And that would have been really important for the household economy of the people who lived here. And then in the 19th century, the garden was split, so that's why now it's a long narrow plot, whereas it used to go into the neighbouring plot as well. And then in the 20th century, the house that was at the front here got knocked down and the Methodist church was built. And when that went out of use, it became the community library. So it's had this long ongoing kind of story, which hasn't finished yet, obviously. We went for something that's attractive, that tells little stories about this town, which is a really interesting place, and we have some things that people recognise as interesting, but there's a lot of hidden stories. So these panels are going to be all about, helping people to uncover that hidden story about the town.